but the action in itself, the narrative that they pushed and centered around it, that was all scripted. So in this case, this could have very well been the case. These 5 police officers, I'm pretty sure they were Masons. Maybe they trying to get up in rank. Maybe this was just a sacrifice or a ritual that they had to partake in. I don't know. But something very, very interesting happened as I'm watching some of the, press conferences and, just some of the stuff that they had on the news that I did pay attention to. And one of the things that really caught my attention was the Memphis Police Chief. She did commentary, interview, press conference, news interview. One of those. And she said this was the worst police act she's ever seen in her life. Now, when I seen that in real time, I damn near split my shit. Like, I damn near threw up in my mouth. Like, this woman has got to be lying. She has got to be out her mind. So, soon as I heard that, I had to look up who this woman is. She is a police chief in Memphis currently, and that was just an egregious statement from that woman. Egregious, totally egregious. So that made me think, okay, this is a narrative. This might be a psyop as well. This might be a scripted sacrifice as well. This might be a ritual as well. So I looked her up immediately. Just, from what I know, how I know to, break down shit and look at shit with my, third eye. Like, I had to know who she is and how she got to where she's at, some of her past, just to see what, where she was at with it. So I looked her up, and I'm gonna give you a rundown. Her name is CJ Davis. Police officer in Atlanta since like the 90s. Moved up to police chief in Atlanta. Soon after that, she was fired from police chief, and I'm gonna get into that. Then she went to North Carolina. Then from North Carolina, she is in Memphis now, police chief in Memphis. But here's a report, and here's just something on her that's very interesting I want y'all to know. Memphis Police Chief covered up sex crime report. CJ Davis allegedly told, well, let me start from the beginning. Memphis Police Chief CJ Davis, whose officers brutally beat Trey Davis to death, had been previously fired by the Atlanta Police Department for deliberately botching a sex crime probe, according to local news outlet, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Let me keep reading. Davis was demoted from major to lieutenant, and then fired in 2008 after a city investigation found her at fault for taking no action on the case of a police sergeant's husband who ultimately pleaded guilty to a federal charge of producing child pornography. Alright, y'all hear that, right? Alright, let me keep reading. Two detectives claimed Davis had ordered them not to investigate Terrell Marion Crane after police found sexual explicit images of him with underage girls. His wife, Sergeant Tanya Crane, resigned before the department could discipline her. Davis challenged her firing with Atlanta Civil Service Board and was eventually reinstated. She spent 7 more years with the department, later taking a post as police chief in Durham, North Carolina, before she was appointed Memphis' first female police chief in 2021. I pretty much gave you a rundown, you know, where she came from, a little bit about her story, and then where she got to be where she at now. Now, I don't know what's up with this pedophile shit, but it seems like if you want to make it to the top, then you just let a pedophile walk. I don't know the woman's name, but I know a similar situation. Another black woman hired by the system, of course, this fuck ass system. And Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe Biden, who hates niggas, by the way, he appointed this woman to the Supreme Court. This was recently. Joe Biden appointed a black woman to the Supreme Court, and she also let a pedophile walk. So I don't know what's up with this pedophile shit, and why is it so, why are people getting promotions and praise for letting pedophiles walk? Something to think about. But all in all, like I say, she's the 13th well, she's the first police chief in Memphis. She was the 13th in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. Cause I did read some more other shit. But that's a ritualistic number. That's a very important number. So, you know, all that is writings on the wall of what the fuck this shit really is. And may I add, you know, these police, this is, to me, this is a police brutality, so to speak. This is a police brutality problem. It's not black on black crime. It's not nothing about gangs, this, or protesting. You know, this is pretty much police brutality, you know. Police been tripping all over the world, not just in Memphis. And basically, man, it's reasons for what they do and what we think they are, or what we perceive them to be. They're not. This is law. And if you don't know law, then you would know words that we speak on a day-to-day and words that you speak in law mean two totally different things a lot of the times. And these police, they are not protecting and serving the community or protecting and serving us. They are policy protectors, property protectors. They are here to protect policies and property. They are not here to protect and serve citizens. You know, your license is a policy. Your mortgage is a policy. Your voter's registration is a policy. Your marriage certificate is a policy, and et cetera, et cetera. These are what our police are here to do: defend, enforce, and protect policies and property. They are not here for us. They are not protecting and serving us as a people, as a citizen, as a human, as a community activist, whatever. They are not here for us. They're here to protect policies and property. Okay, your license is an agreement of that contract that you made in the jurisdiction of the territory that you reside in. Let me repeat that again. Your license is an agreement of the contract that you made in the jurisdiction of the territory that you reside in. And not just the state, it's the country that has the jurisdiction, the US of A. You know, this is a corporation, a business. They have a president, they have a vice president, a treasury, this, that, just like any corporation does. So that is exactly who the police is serving and protecting.